All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Castlevania, Season 4, Episode 6. Oh boy!
It's time for bitches to die.
Let there be blood.
Let there be blood.
People will die.
Yeah.
It's going to be very violent.
And I am going to be chilling right alongside watching shit go down in yonder castle of vampire queens.
No, Caleb. Shit will not be going down. Or it will be because they have proper latrine management.
Oh, that's true.
And yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. The shit must flow.
The shit will be properly disposed of and taken care of. Mm-hmm. I just hope that, I hope that our vampire girls are actually going to be okay. Like, other than Carmilla. Carmilla can die, but, Lenore...
So choosy. So picky.
Yes. Happily. Yeah.
See, this is the thing, Jacob. Mm-hmm. You saw one time that they used day armor, and now suddenly you're like, they have to live.
No. Okay. Well, yes, but I was a big fan of Striga long before then.
We both were.
The day armor.
Let's be real. We both were.
Come on.
Striga's not on the chopping block.
No,
right
she's
now.
not. And Lenore is potentially on the chopping block, and I could totally see her die. But like, what if her and Hector just ran away?
I'm not saying she couldn't get away. I am saying that she is on the chopping block right now.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody in that castle.
Carmilla, yeah, fuck her.
Like Hector is on the chopping block theoretically.
Nah.
Again, chopping block doesn't mean they're going to die. Mm-hmm. It means there is a point this episode where an axe could come down and a ka-chug.
That's fair.
And they'd be done.
That's fair, I suppose.
Will they all live? Probably not. But will all of them die?
Probably
Most definitely not.
Most definitely not. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that's what's going on in the Cold Lands. Mm-hmm.
In other news,
Sypha and Treffy are dealing with everything down in Greshit.
Yep, and Sypha is popping off. It's fantastic. Mm-hmm. But then also, our good boy Alucard, romance might be in the air. And also betrayal and, scheming and conniving and all that stuff. But,
were they actually in Targavishta?
Targavishta, yeah.
Yeah. Got it mixed up there.
There's so many cities in this show. It's just, yeah.
Yeah. They're in Targavishta right now.
Crisscrossed and all that stuff.
All wibbly wobbly. Mm-hmm. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Like, I really would have expected he'd attack during the daytime, but... Although he always wants one for the dramatics.
Oh,
all right.
Shit, let's
go. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah.
Right, because he is still human.
Whoa.
That'd be cool.
Oh, that's
all
fun.
Right.
Kind of a unique 3D little... Holy shit.
Okay.
She's hopped up.
That's true. We haven't ever seen Carmilla fight. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go.
I'm sorry, Lenore. I honestly am.
Yeah.
But this is right where I need to be.
Yeah.
Dantalion Presido.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
I don't have much time. The calculations look correct, but you want a second gating mark to control the flow. And don't trust Varney. Good luck.
And what did you just do?
Oh, that. Well, I've been conferring with fellow scholars on a way to bring Dracula back. It seemed only fair, since I got him killed in the first place.
You've gone mad.
I've been mad. This doesn't feel like that. Maybe I've gone sane. And here we are.
Oh.
Hey, bud.
Hector. Isaac.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
If you're here to kill me, kill me. But leave her alone. She is not the threat here.
Yeah, so maybe he was trying to keep her safe with the cage.
Are you the threat?
Hector.
Ooh. No. Carmilla is. Isaac, I've taken steps to return Dracula to life. Take your revenge. I hold no malice.
No time to die. He is literally offering his life.
I am not here to kill you.
What?
Whoa.
You and I, Hector, we have been children. Revenge is for children.
Cool.
It is our duty to grow up. Don't you think?
Carmilla intends to actually, literally rule the world, and I suspect the world would find that bad for its health. This one stays safe with me. Carmilla, on the other hand, should probably meet you.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Badass. Yep. Saw that coming.
Uh-huh.
I just cut off Carmilla's command and control of the night creatures. Makes them easier to pick off.
Oh.
Thank you.
I love how fast this is moving.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Lady.
Fuck you.
It's such a power play to not go around the cage, but to just walk right through it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
He's going to murder Carmilla.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. But not you. Or me, it seems.
Ugh.
Surround me!
But
Initium.
yeah. Whoa!
holy
Whoa!
shit! What?
This whole area is just coated in blood.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
Rivers
contained.
of blood, even.
It's contained, yeah.
This is cool.
This is
Fuck.
so fucking cool.
Oh, that was awesome. That was really cool.
Oh, cool. It's like he's walking on water.
Yeah. I didn't think she would be able to get tired.
I mean, if she's been fighting nonstop for like an
Sure.
hour or 20 minutes.
Is that Isaac? The least interesting man in Dracula's castle.
Hello, Carmilla. I understand you have developed some more ambitions.
I'm nothing but ambition. I'm a queen.
That's
This
unfortunate.
world belongs
Yeah.
to me. Because the likes of you never knew what to do with it.
I think the world would be a better place without you, yes.
Yeah.
You can't be trusted.
All right, let's see this showdown.
One hit and she's dead.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, that wasn't enough.
Oh,
hell
he's fighting
yes!
dirty. Yeah.
This fucking stand of yes,
Okay. I like
you're
it.
fighting a summoner.
Yes.
But
I
she is
really
stronger.
appreciate this.
He
She's
does
stronger
need-
and way faster. Nice. Oh!
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 Oh, that's so good!
What?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's a worn out blade.
She's fighting in heels. Nice.
Minor inconvenience.
Yeah. That one. Oh, wait, what? What? Holy shit! Oh my god!
There it is.
She's dead. Best to just, back away for now.
I am Carmilla of Styria, and fuck you!
Yep.
Oh.
I win.
Oh!
Oh, shit!
Holy shit! Yeah, that's a way to go out!
Oh, and they come back to see that!
Should we retake the castle? We don't know what we'd be riding into. I don't know if I have enough soldiers. We can try. But should we? What if there isn't a plan?
Yeah, we just stay together.
Yep.
What if it's just you
Yes.
and I?
Yeah.
I think I might be all right with that. Carmilla had plans. Maybe it's just in our nature to overreach, grasp at too much at once, try to drink everything. Maybe that's why in the end, we win all the battles, but always lose the war. Striga, you and I? It's not like we ever really needed anything else.
How was your hand?
I may never play the pipe organ again.
Did you ever?
No, but I might have wanted to. Do we now ride to aid the return of Dracula?
Oh, that's the real question, isn't it?
No.
But that... I've been working towards this for weeks.
Of course you have. You feel guilt. You want redemption.
I want to mend my mistakes.
You were used as a tool for leverage by those who are truly responsible for the end of Dracula.
You believe that?
I've had a lot of time to put it all together and think it all over. Do you know, I've even been talking to other people.
Actual living people.
Well, mostly.
Mostly. No
I
strings
want to be left
attached.
alone. With Lenore.
Oh.
I want to read and make things and think.
Then you shall have it.
Cool.
I have recently begun to consider the future. This is how they get us, Hector. They convince us that there is no future, and the best we can do is survive until dawn and then do it all again. That's no way to live. And I've discovered, to some surprise, that I am interested in living. I am interested in building a way to live. And I think I will start here. I have come to wonder that perhaps Dracula did not run things well. Even before his wife died. I think perhaps he earned his rest. And that we should not disturb it. I will instead build something new on all these old bones. Something where people can live for a future. I'm going to live.
Because I was born into this world.
All right.
Well, okay.
Goodbye.
I think
Carmilla went out.
yeah,
Boss.
that was impressive. Mad respect. You know, the falling on your own sword to just blow up the whole place.
Kill as many of them
Hey.
as you can.
Yeah.
I
right.
have mad respect for that. That was one of the coolest ways I could even like remotely come close to imagining how Carmilla would go out.
But it makes total sense.
And it makes total sense.
She had a
She's
self-destructive
proud.
path anyways, so,
Yep. There we go.
blaze of glory.
Yeah, and
All right.
the fact that Striga and Morana did not come to support them, thinking rightfully that, no, Lenore is probably dead then.
Yeah.
Fair assumption.
Uh-huh.
Then, okay, no, it's just us. Let's go. Mirroring exactly what they had set up here for Hector and Isaac, who have gone through these incredible journeys, changing as people to where it's
Right.
no, let's think about the future.
Yeah, I love how
That's perfect,
for
yeah.
all of the like the spectacle and massive battles and things like that, it doesn't actually end up being about some big objective.
No.
It ends up being about, okay, hold on, what are we actually about?
The future.
Yeah. And then
And the future involves Carmilla. That's a really scary future.
yeah,
So sorry, Carmilla.
you gotta go.
You have to go.
Yep. I love how she said, I am like, what was it? It was like, I am nothing if not ambitious.
I am nothing if not ambition.
Right. Like it's the
I
it's
am
the,
ambition.
That is what I am. It's not just a part of me. Like it
my
has
identity, yeah.
it is my identity. It has consumed me, right? Isaac didn't say you gotta go before then, right? Like, and then it's the okay, yeah, you gotta.
Yeah. I would be afraid of you. I would end up being worried of what you would do.
Exactly.
So-
And your ambition.
Yeah.
And
You've got to go.
She went out like just another crazy old vampire.
Yep. And while she fought a little bit more towards her end to maybe stick it a bit to Isaac because he's just, the next one that she's thought she'd had to have to kill.
Right.
Oh, he's changed, Carmilla. You
Yep.
haven't. He evolved. You didn't. I think that there's something to be said for the poetic irony that Carmilla ended up becoming the unchanging, unyielding one
Right,
who
that's
stubbornly
stubborn and-
died in her castle
Yep.
at the hands of, well, humans, kind
Right.
of.
Yeah.
It feels very much like a coming full circle with Dracula of,
Yep.
yeah, you and him weren't actually that different.
Nah.
Not really, no.
You focus on it so much that you kind of become it, right?
Yeah, in some ways, maybe her desire to kind of hit that point where Dracula was in the past of being the most revered, renowned, powerful vampire that all the world of vampires respects and would come at the beck and call of. She then hit the top.
Had to stop, and that's what was bothering
Well,
her.
no. She hit the top in her area basically, and instead of finding some elements of where Dracula kind of evolved and changed and fell in love with a human, kind of
Yeah.
explored a little bit of himself a little more, did introspection, traveled.
Sure.
Carmilla stayed in her castle. She hid away.
Right.
She stared at the maps. She pushed
fermented.
others away. Yeah, she kind of got rotten. And I understand that this show has a pacing-wise things that it has to go, so we can't have this happen over a much more realistic time period.
Sure.
Because this whole show is taking place in
Right,
a very short amount of time.
Yeah, exactly.
And Carmilla changed, or not changed, but more like kind of went from where she was then to here in,
In
such a
canonically in universe, a very short amount of
Very
time.
short amount
But
of
when you
time,
think
but-
about overworking the amount of time that the story's going to take place over, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that long. But okay, I gotta say that fight was so satisfying. Like, for several reasons. One, the fact that it was a sectioned off fight, so
Yes.
Carmilla couldn't use the vampire-y type stuff that
To
you
get
would-
away,
that
which
you
she's
normally
losing.
could. Yeah, because super speed is busted, and doing battles when you have super speed is an exercise in futility, right? Oh wait, here's how we get around it. They're boxed in, so they can't just leave if the fight
And then
starts
make
going
strafing
badly,
attacks or
make
something.
strafing attacks. Oh, also, they do start making strafing attacks in a short scale thing, but Isaac is not fighting alone, which is fantastic because the way that he operated in the beginning of the show was very much, I am the person of solitude. I don't have anybody else that I am, that I can really call like a friend or an ally other than maybe Hector and Dracula, right?
Yeah.
And no,
And
here,
even then, he didn't like Hector at the time.
exactly.
Yeah.
And also, oh, yeah, he's a human, so no, he is not going to be able to go toe to toe with an ancient vampire. That's not how this works, right?
Right.
With how, you may have a bunch of tricks up your sleeve and, and all that stuff and maybe a bit
This
of
is
magic.
a one-on-one.
This is a one-on-one where
Looking at
they
each
are,
other.
They are 3 times faster than you easily, right? And they just have to cut you, right? It's and they're stronger and all of that stuff. So cool. That was a fantastic way to mechanically show how Isaac is able to beat her, and also how he's grown because he has these creatures that not just are controlled by him but are loyal to him.
Yeah, I think that the theme breaks down a little bit in that they're like his friends or something like that, but I really
Sure.
liked the way in which the one that was used primarily as his right hand, that really, I don't think he was even introduced before
Nope.
this episode, which is unfortunate.
I
but
really wish
whatever.
we had gotten the Chimera Ant,
Yeah, but
that
he's not
creature.
strong. I think that's kind of the point. Is that
Oh,
he
sure.
looks kind of frail and weak, and he's a talker
Yeah.
and stuff. But the idea that we built him up in the fight before we got to Carmilla, so that we
Yep.
knew, oh, okay, this guy's tough shit. He's going to actually be a really problem for anyone on Carmilla's side in general. So that by the time we got to this fight, we kind of knew what this guy could do, that he was kind of linked of the same mind with Isaac, so that he could move in synergy with him, almost to the point where I was like, literally, he's Hector's stand at this point.
Yeah.
Did I say Hector? Isaac's stand, basically. Is really cool.
And also, you don't fight her immediately. You send in a bunch of your other, army to wear her down, basically.
Well, also to keep her probably in that place. I think there was a very clear kind of point before the magic came about. Isaac was probably already thinking, I need her to stay in that place. But again, then there's a lot of little magical conveniences, things I have to bring up. The fact that the magic specifically went to this spot, which is where her chambers were, but that's also where she stayed during the fight.
Right, like...
It's a lot of little
and also,
things like that.
Like, Hector being like, okay, I might have had to leave from that place at some point. Okay, cool. But, like, why did it close off that entire room in a bubble? Because theoretically, if you were up there, you probably would have been up there with, like, other people.
Right, for the same reason that there was kind of an arbitrary ring of bars that blocked in Lenore for no foreshadowed reason.
Well, that I actually was okay with.
I understand that because it's a story thing. It wasn't a mechanics thing for the fight.
It's a story thing, not a mechanics thing for the fight. He did explain afterward, remember, I'm a wizard. I set up stuff, right? You gave me free reign of the castle. It's like,
totally.
I'll have things like this prepared. The Isaac can just, like, walk through it just fine.
It's because it's like, Forge Master magic.
Sure, yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, okay.
Sure.
It definitely had the rule of cool energy to it, where I wasn't bothered by it, right?
Right, no, this whole thing was rule of cool. I was just more saying that because we went down all the way into the mechanics of the fight itself, once it became the one-on-one boss battle with, of course, the summons, I very much felt the kind of the plot convenience of a lot of it, so that we could just get to a really cool
so we can have an arena of blood with the blood flowing down
totally.
the stairs.
No, it's very cool. It's very cool. The points where they had the animation go very, like, messy in the ways in which they would move so, like, erratically and such, that made it feel like it was an actual fight to the death.
Yes.
And Carmilla was desperate and flailing about and losing strength, but she obviously was still really powerful.
Yeah.
And she didn't lose to Isaac on his terms. So that was really awesome. But that part where she immolates and releases an explosion of blood, lightning, and fire and all that, that was really cool to, like,
wonderful.
Pause it and look at the points at which she becomes a skeleton and
and how it went, like, super, like, low detail when it was showing her as a skeleton, because it's like, this is there's so much destruction happening here, you almost wouldn't even be able to see it, right? Like, it's truly at that level.
Those frames were really cool to pause and look at.
So much progression to, what in effect ended up being a big explosion, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, we saw the little Evangelion stars. Those were fun.
You gotta have those.
Gotta have little anime homages.
And Striga and Marana being like, well, okay, we're gonna go.
I feel like we kind of talked about that a little bit. I would want to talk about it more, because I would love to talk about this kind of reveal that, hey, Hector's been talking with Saint Germain all this time.
Sure. I guess the thing that I wanted to say about the Striga and Marana bit is the fact that we haven't actually known these characters that long, right? And then they're just sort of taken out of the story because that's what they want.
Well, I think everybody here is out of the story now.
Yeah, probably.
Everybody at the castle, Striga, Marana, everybody.
Yeah.
Their story's over for now.
And the idea that, no, Isaac doesn't kill Hector, right? Hector does the smart thing of being like, telling him immediately, I've been working to get Dracula back.
Okay.
That can't atone for what I did. You can kill me. And Isaac doesn't do it because he's grown as a character.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then ends up even helping him, and they go back to, like, their almost, like, weird brother dynamic of, like, okay, can I get your knife? Oh, sure, here you go. Cuts off his finger, all that stuff.
Before we jump fully into that, could I talk about the Saint Germain? I really want to bring that stuff up. So Hector having just a casual reveal of Saint Germain being like, oh yeah, I was talking with him this whole time. How did you feel about that? That was probably the most, like, oh, okay. No hint about that.
So I like it. the aspect of, okay, he gets the mirror, cool. The fact that he was able to, like, be in communication with, like, Varney and them and all that stuff, I feel like if I'm okay with Varney, then I'm okay with Saint-Germain.
Well, yeah, I think it's all in the same bucket. It's just the question as to...
When the reveal happened that he had been in contact with Saint-Germain, I didn't have an issue with it because I felt like it was in tune with his character motivations, and the problems that I would have had with the mechanics of how he would do that would already have been, I already would have resolved those previously.
Yeah, I guess more of my thing is just that it was talked about now. It was shown now as like quickly, we got to do this before we go back to Saint-Germain in some way. Mm-hmm. And it feels kind of tacked on of like...
I don't know. I like, yes, tacked on, but at the same time, I feel like it makes sense that it would be, because if he was in contact with them, say, and we just like weren't seeing it until now, if he's thinking, I'm about to die probably, I think this is important, this is how I'll atone, I'll give the last bit of message of, oh, hey, by the way, so, with the work we've been doing, here's the last bit of paperwork, I send the work email, all that stuff. Okay, cool, that's done,
Okay.
And then it's the, and like the abruptness of it, like, yes, it's super abrupt, but I feel like for me, it works.
Yeah, I guess it's just the thing of where how much he wasn't a prisoner here at all is just, it's just one of those things, I guess, at this point where I'm wishing now that the vibe I'm getting that the story for them is over wasn't the case, because this feels to me like an open plot point now, where they should follow it up at some point.
I think
but
there is...
because of the character decisions, which I really like, then it's not going to be the case. So
I think that Hector is absolutely out of the story at this point. We might get like a epilogue sort of deal for his story of showing how Lenore responds to this idea that he saved her and them potentially leaving.
Sure.
But I think that there's a good possibility that Isaac will end up keep going because he's looking to the future and all that stuff. And when faced with the idea of, would you want to bring Dracula back, right? Because theoretically that would be what you'd want, right? He's like, no. He should sleep. That's what he wanted, kind of, but also, his time's done. I think there's a good possibility that from here, then Isaac is like, yeah, I'm not going to let that happen. As a respect to my friend and mentor and all of that, I'm going to then, okay, tell me more about that, Isaac. Okay, cool. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to help put a stop to it.
Yeah, that could be interesting. That could be interesting. But it feels like if Hector was involved with things on this end, is he needed? Or is he just letting them know, you don't need me anymore?
I think it's, I don't think he's needed
anymore. He's
just
giving information and stuff, probably
right, it's
from
like
the libraries of vampires and such.
Like the work that he's done, he kind of finished with that last message,
Sure.
Which does kind of work out conveniently that the work was close to being done, when they invaded. Or maybe that was just, sorry, that was all I was able to give. Yeah. And then you'll have to figure it. Good luck with the rest. And then after this, well, he doesn't want to help them anymore because, they talked about it and everything.
Yeah, I really like this as being the thing of where Hector kind of offers him basically the future and says, do you want to live, basically? Because in this episode, Hector said, all right, time for me to die. And then it's I don't know what to do now. Okay, perfect. Right. That's the best place to be.
Yeah, you're where I was, in early season 2.
Yeah.
And that's how
now we can be friends as we decide to live together.
Yep. And that's how you can really see
together deciding to live at the same time.
Right.
And it's just,
even
what
if it's
completely
separate and you
you take Lenore and you go somewhere or you just want to learn or something like that. Cool. Whatever.
That decision to essentially exit a story, I think, is a very important one for characters to make when it makes sense, because
that doesn't happen a lot in stories.
That doesn't happen a lot, but I would say there are a lot of situations where it should, and it doesn't.
Very true.
That's why the motivations for your cast are so important, and especially for your main character, right? Because you need to have them be pushing the story along, otherwise why is the story happening?
Or why are they involved in the story?
Exactly. We've had several of the characters in this show talk about like agency and being reactive as opposed to proactive and things like that. And if you're in a situation where the stakes get crazy, like lots of crazy stuff is happening, but you don't have an investment in it, you don't have a beef in it, just go. That's just fine. Stop. You don't need an adventure, right? Nope. You can just find someone you care about and settle down and whatever, right? That could be the good life.
Yeah. I want to hear one more time though what Hector said when he said, "What do you want?"
Oh, yeah?
Let me see if this is the part here. So it's right about... Yeah. I want to be left alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. With Lenore, that little
Right.
detail, yeah. Yeah. That was the cool part, was basically Hector realizing that there was a point when he was alone. Someone came up to him and basically pushed a story onto him and said,
Right.
come with me.
He's like,
and
that
he's
worked
like,
for a time.
That worked for a time, but now it's no, I don't want to basically have to be basically a main character anymore. I don't want to be involved in somebody else's story.
Right. This entire set of arcs and everything and all the craziness that happened, it was just a very complicated form of boundaries conversation setting with him and Lenore.
I mean, it really was, yeah.
Where it's the... okay.
So, Lenore, we now have an equal relationship opportunity here.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a mutual
Would you
understanding.
like to start over from zero?
Yep.
You can let the past be the past.
Uh-huh.
You don't have any control over me. I don't have any control over you.
And
I
we
hold no
don't...
malice towards you.
Yep.
You probably hold no direct malice towards me.
Right. You know, we can talk through the
We
complicated
can talk about the complicated
and
emotions
everything.
of, you maybe wanting to be done with Carmilla, but not necessarily kill Carmilla
And
and
I
all that.
helped her get killed.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah, but that's a pretty cool thing. It felt a little bit, and I would love to know about the lore in this world and stuff. If this is the kind of the prequel effect where they moved people into the places they needed to be as well, because I definitely felt that a little bit of the Hector and I keep confusing their names. Hector and Isaac kind of have finished their arcs and stories here.
Yeah.
But they're also very much in the and now a new chapter begins, which feels
Right.
like and now the games start, and you
Yeah,
can have, the actual story for them go this way. I would love to know if there's any kind of adaptation stuff there. And
One of the things that, not directly that, but kind of parallel to that,
Okay.
that I was kind of wondering about is because I loved the development of Isaac not killing Hector.
Yes.
There was this part of me that was like, okay, why are you attacking then?
Right.
Because originally,
Yeah.
the purpose that was given was, okay, I'm going to avenge Dracula and kill Hector.
Sure.
Okay, sure, Camilla was a part of that. She's there, but this isn't necessarily about revenge. Like, it might have been something where Isaac had a change of heart
Right.
when he saw how Hector responded, and I think
Yeah.
that's totally possible, right?
Yeah.
Because though Isaac has been changing, he hasn't been certain of the changes within himself, right? Like, and so when Hector's like, "You've changed," he's like, "What did he say?" He was like, "I hope so,"
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so, right? He
I think
wasn't
it was something like
certain,
that,
right?
yeah.
It's like there was this confirmation that was coming in, and
I
so
hope I have.
right, as a part and parcel, and as a part of the process of going through this and not killing Hector, he's like, I know what it is that I'm called to do, right?
To live.
Exactly,
To build a place for people.
Yeah.
To also live. Yeah. It's a really, really cool setup here, and it's a very fun kind of conclusion to a man's story who originally wanted everybody to die.
Right.
So, very, very beautiful, very, very sweet way to end a story.
Yeah.
I'm almost worried, though, about the show in general if we write out all these characters, because then I'm like, oh, wait, that's good, because now we can be a bit more focused with the Alucard, Sypha, Trevor storyline, but then also oh, wait, shit, if that's the case, then we're going to accelerate the pacing of that story, and we still have 4 episodes.
Right.
4 episodes could be seen as not that much if you have this big of an ensemble cast, but if you just said to maybe like 5 or 6 of the characters in that cast, you guys are done. Cool.
Although
that could mean that the rest of the story moves a lot faster.
It could, and I think that would definitely, the show could benefit from that, because
Maybe.
season 3 was a bit slow, but also I feel like we haven't actually gotten too much into their stories yet for this season. And it worked really well because we had this really exciting thing here in Styria, right? But now that that's done, okay, let's go.
Yeah. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about animated shows in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yes, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.